Hi everyone, this is Maggie from Journaling with Maggie. Thank you for stopping by to spend some time with me. If you've been here before, then welcome back. If this is your first time, then welcome. And I hope you both will stick around, like and subscribe. So we're going to continue working today in our library journal. And I did a few things to it off camera, but I really need to get the pockets finished up and then also get some tags decorated. So some of the things I did, I always put some lace or some sort of something, and now in hindsight I wish I would have picked something else, but I always put it down to kind of cover the seam where the this cover piece meets the spine piece, and I do that on the front and the back. I also want to put some front and back pocket on here. We need to make a journaling board, a writing board. So I had pretty much showed you the pockets that I'd already put in. This is a flip out that I did, that I put in. It's just a piece of this 8x8 Stemperia paper from, it's from Stemperia, and it's called the Vintage Library. And I really like these, the 2 pages that I picked. I really like them, and I didn't want to cut them up for anything. And I didn't want to hoard them either, so I decided to go ahead and put them in this journal. I thought if I ever make another library journal, I will probably purchase the same paper again because I like it that much. So I put this in, and I put it in with a fabric hinge. So it just flips out with this. It doesn't really serve any purpose. I had thought about maybe putting a pocket or something on it. And I may still do that, just put a small pocket on it, but we'll see. But anyway, it's installed. Oh, what else have I done? Okay, I installed this other page in from that paper pack. It's just got different subject matter, exploration. There's Treasure Island Adventure, Jungle Book. I just really like this as well. I thought it was very interesting to look at and very well put together. And I also covered this page. This is one of my upside down pages, I think. Maybe it's not. Maybe this one is right side up. But anyway, at any rate, I covered it with this piece of fabric. There's kind of some blue and some blue over here, and I just came across this in my stash and thought it was pretty, and I thought, well, that'll go good in there. It's not too frilly or anything. It's just, I love that shade of blue. So that's one thing I did. Again, I used muslin to create a hinge. And I decided just to let this hang over the top and the bottom. I like something sticking, I don't mind it sticking out the top, and I like something kind of showing on the bottom. And this will also kind of poke out on the side. Now this might need to be trimmed a smidgen because it's not folding flat unless I deliberately fold it. So other than that, whoops, got a little excess glue there. Other than that, I think that's all I've added. I have a couple of more pockets to glue in. And I was watching a channel this morning that I've never seen before. You know how they just kind of show up in your feed and you've never seen or heard of them before? Well, this is one of those channels, and the name of the channel was For Grace Creations. It's the number 4 and then Grace, Grace Creations, and the creator's name is Dawn. And I wanted to share this with you for a couple reasons. For one, she was doing some book page pockets, and I thought, oh, using envelopes, and I haven't used envelopes in quite a while, so I thought that's one thing I would do today is make an envelope or a tuck spot out of this envelope that I had opened very poorly and ripped the top part apart. And I had to open the bottom because it had to be opened either way. So I'm going to glue this together down here, and I want to reinforce this somehow, put this in someplace in the book, because what a better place to use book page than a library book, right? So anyway, her channel is For Grace Creations, and she kind of inspired me to, well, she did inspire me to do these pockets because I saw her making them and liked them, and I haven't done it in a while. So she has a wonderful, she's apparently been doing a series for brand new junk journalers, beginners journal of things that are easy and extremely beginner friendly, using materials that you can primarily get at the Dollar Tree or that you have on hand. So it seems like she's really trying to help people realize that they can do this without having a lot of tools, without having a lot of supplies. But to get started, there are ways out there to do it without spending a ton of money, or getting things that you may not really need in the end. So we are going to get started. I think I'm going to attempt, I hope this goes well. I kind of know what I want to do, but we'll see. Then my daughter, who I've told you, my oldest daughter, who is a school librarian, I think the proper designation is a teacher librarian, but at any rate, she gave me these checkout cards, and they're like from 93. They're not that old, but they do go back a few years. So I'm going to use a couple of these in this book some way or another, and then I want to save them because I think I do want to do another library journal. I think this is kind of fun. I love books. I loved the library growing up and when I was going to college. So yeah, I think I'm going to save a couple of these to use. I'm not going to hoard them. I'm just going to save for the next library journal that I do. So let's try to get started on this pocket. If I don't think it's gonna, because I don't have another envelope like this, and I really kind of had to massacre this one to get it this far. So I'm going to decorate. I think I'm going to first. How am I going to do this? I think I'm kind of going to decorate the front of this first after I take a little sliver out of it to open it up all the way, because it is going to be a tuck spot. I suppose I could make a pocket out of it, but I do want to put some sort of an image or, some sort of a background in here. So I just want to open it up and then I'll go from there. Hopefully this will go the way that I want it to. Well, I'm not exactly sure yet what I want it to become, but we'll see as we move along. I hope everybody's doing well. For me, it is Monday, and we really had a pretty nice weekend. We recently, before Easter, my daughter found this church and wanted to try going to it. We really have been very lacking since we moved to Houston in attending church because of different things. My husband's condition, the epidemic situation that we had there for a while, and so we wanted to go, but we just couldn't find a church. And then someone recommended this church to my daughter, one of her patients, the wife of one of her hospice patients. So she looked it up, and we decided to try it, and we really, really like it an awfully lot. It's a fairly large church, but not like a mega church or anything. And we really like it and want to start attending there on a regular basis. That would have made my husband so happy, because one thing he really, really missed was going to church on a regular basis. And he wanted to get back into going to church. But because of one thing or another, he wasn't able to. So he would be very happy to know that my daughter and I are going, and that we're taking my little granddaughter. And she, again, was just an absolutely perfect baby. She stayed in the service with her mom. She didn't fuss. She didn't have to take her to the nursery or the mother's room or anything. So then afterwards, the three of us went and got some lunch. It was just a nice day, and I'm really thankful that we had it. So you will see this video tomorrow on Tuesday, and I'm not sure. I'm hoping to finish this journal up this week. I really am, but if I keep talking, I'm not going to. All right, so the first thing I want to do is I think I want to put a piece of book page in here, and then we'll put some sort of, well, it's going to be a tuck spot, so it doesn't have to be perfectly flat, I guess. So let me tear off a piece. This came from a, it's not that old, it's not an old book. It came off of a botanical or a garden book, like the Play Guide to Gardening or something. I'm not a gardener, I'll just tell you that right now. I love trees, and I love looking at them, and when I see them in other people's yards or wherever I go, I'm just like, oh wow, that's so pretty. But I'm not a gardener myself. I never have been. I never enjoyed it. It just was not my cup of tea. Now, so plants, I've tried all kinds. I love ferns, those big ferns, and I killed everyone. I killed almost every houseplant I've ever tried to take care of, except for the bamboo plants. Yeah, they seem to be able to withstand the way I care for plants, but both of my daughters do enjoy it. But neither one of them are actively gardening at this point in their lives, you know. But they both really enjoy it, and I'm really happy that they do. It's just, I don't. And I know lots of people love gardening. It's like their biggest love in life is gardening. And I think that is so fantastic. Okay, so this is just barely going to fit. I'm going to have to, I don't want to do that. I guess I could go this way. I'm not bothered if the text goes sideways. So I think that's what we're going to do. There was one point in our life, this one house we had, my husband was a truck driver at that time as well, and he was on the road, and I thought, well, I'm just gonna help out here, and I'm gonna try to mow the lawn and cut the bushes and so forth, because they were pretty out of control. So bless my heart. I got out there. I got the oh, what is that thing called? A chainsaw, small chainsaw or whatever, to cut the bushes. And I'm just going away, you know, thinking, oh, I'm so proud of myself. Next thing I know, it quits working. The saw quits working. I thought, oh, it must have came unplugged. No, it wasn't that simple. I cut the wiring right in half. I mean, it's a wonder I didn't electrocute myself or something. So that was the end of that. I put that away and I said, no, can't do this. Not for me. Now, my husband enjoyed gardening too. If he would have liked to have been able to plant vegetables and, you know, have fruit trees and all of that sort of thing. He occasionally would bring home a bush or a plant or something and plant it in the backyard. And he really enjoyed it later in life when his health was starting to fail him. He really wanted to grow some stuff. So, and he wanted to do it indoors. So I purchased for him these growing lights, these indoor growing lights, and these little pod things that you can start the plants in, and they kind of grow in water, and then this light sits over the top of them. And you know, those things really work. I had one in my room that I grew some really pretty flowers in. It was a lot of fun because you could just watch them germinate, you know, sprout up, and you know, next thing you know, you were growing these flowers, and it was fun and pretty. Well, he grew vegetables. He grew tomatoes and green peppers and jalapenos, I think. Why did he grow those 3 items? Because he's Hispanic and he loved hot sauce, so he was going to make himself some hot sauce with those things. Oops, a little bit. I made it a little bit too wide, no. Oh, dear me. All right. Well, see, we can fix this. It's paper. It's fixable. Fortunately, it didn't quite glue down all the way. So I'm going to cut this off right through here. And we should be fine, right? Okay. You know, and he grew these plants in the house. Eventually, we didn't have furniture in our living room yet in this particular place. And eventually, the whole living room was taken over by these plants and grow lights, because we ended up getting these great big grow lights. But I didn't care because it didn't bother me because he was enjoying it and it was giving him something to do. I think that may have been even at the point where he couldn't drive anymore because of his vision. So being able to grow these plants was a lot of fun for him and very fulfilling. And he'd take the plants after they got to be a certain size, and he'd take them outside and plant them in big pots. He didn't plant them in the ground because we really didn't have any ground in this particular home. But he would plant them in great big pots. And he was so proud of himself. And you know, those tomatoes, I mean, some of the tomatoes and the green peppers he grew were really big, quite large. So that was a very fun time for him and for me, even though things were not as easy as perhaps they could be. Okay. So I would like to reinforce this somehow. This is really, really flimsy. And I don't know how much reinforcement I'm going to be able to put up here, but let's see. But unfortunately, I could not help him in his endeavor because I did not like gardening. And to me, certainly I didn't consider it a waste of time. It was just something that I did not enjoy doing, you know. I just didn't enjoy doing it. And you know how that is, if you don't enjoy doing something for whatever reason, then you don't do it. So I think what I'm going to do is glue this to the front down this strip here. And then I'll wrap it around. Oh, I don't know if you can hear my granddaughter, but she's upset about something. She's tired. I think she needs a nap. She had a hard time going down last night, my daughter told me, and so she's just being cranky and tired. She's tired, poor baby. She's only 4 months old. You know, she's like me. She's not supposed to conquer Rome in a day. Her little body is growing and her mind and body are trying to learn so many new skills that she does not completely understand and can't control. Poor little girlie. Oh, good news. If you've listened to any of my videos and heard me talk about this, my great-grandson is coming home from he's being discharged today. Praise the Lord. His mom and dad roomed in with him last night at the hospital. Most NICUs do that now before babies are discharged. They've done it for a long time, actually. They encourage the moms, actually sometimes require the parents to actually room in with their babies. They want to be sure that they're eating the adequate amount, and that mom and dad feel comfortable just being with them by themselves and, you know, dealing with anything that might arise. So, that strengthens that a little bit. I need to do something up here. I'm going to cut this off. I suppose there wouldn't be anything wrong with me going across up here with another piece. This doesn't have to be quite this tall, because I do want it to open from this side. Although I could glue this together and then open it from over here. This is why my videos take so long, and I don't get as much accomplished as I should. Stay on task, Maggie. Stay on task. Alright, so I think that is what I'm going to do. I think I'm going to glue this shut down here when I'm ready. And I'll glue this shut. But I am going to put something up here. I'm going to put something all the way around to strengthen it to be. Alright, let's just do that. And quit messing around here, girl. Quit messing around. So there's a lot that you can do with these envelopes. I mean, I never thought about it before, or when I first started, you know, junk journaling. I thought, never occurred to me that envelopes would be of use in decorating or doing anything useful with them. I threw them away, and I must have thrown away thousands of junk mail envelopes. Thousands. But, oh well. Now I know. I know they're very great. Oh, I should have inked around all this, but oh, my. Oh well. I cannot stop marveling at this granddaughter. I mean, I spent my nursing career taking care of babies. I worked pediatrics for the first couple of years of my nursing career, which I also loved very much. Very, very much. I think I had a very blessed nursing career. I was able to do so many different things, and things that I really truly loved. And but when it was time for me to quit, it was time to quit. Oh boy, I should have just did this off camera, but oh well. You can't even see what I'm doing. Let me move this out of the way. I'm so sorry. So all I'm doing is just putting some strips around this to reinforce it, because it is going to be something that things go in and out of. So I want it to be somewhat sturdy. What I wanted to, and I tried on another envelope, I actually wanted to paint around this, but I only have watercolor paint, and it's not opaque enough for this. So I really couldn't use it. I was kind of making a mess. And I haven't used my watercolors in a while. So I'm kind of out of practice. Well, I wish I had more to say today. I know I'm being really quiet, but it's just that I really have not done like this before. And I do want to put it in the book because, like I said, it is a library journal. But since I've never actually, I haven't done it just like this before. And next time I get these envelopes with the large windows, I am going to save them because I like them, and I didn't know I liked them. But I know now. So I will be saving these so that I can use these in my journals, and as I use them, be more adept at it. Okay. So what do I want to put in here? Again, I don't have a lot of small items. There's not a lot of... I did grab some laces. There's not a lot of small fussy cuts. But I'm sure I can find something, and I do have some labels. And pull some of these out of here, because I know this must be a really boring video. I am so sorry. Maybe I should put this on the outside. do really like that. I do like that. Okay, let me get some labels out. Good grief, 30 minutes. Another shape. It's not a number. That's another shape that's not a number. Oh, this must go like this. I have it upside down. Sorry, bookcase. Kind of like to cut this little clock out. I suppose it might be easiest if I just fussy cut around it. I was going to get my circle punch. Like I said, I don't know what journal I'm going to work on next. I'm going to do like I did the last time though, because I have several in mind that I would like to do. So I'm going to do like I did the last time and put them all in my little basket and pull one out on camera, and that's the one I'll be making. And since I have no idea what it's going to be, I have no idea if I have supplies for it or not. But we'll see. One that came into my mind that wasn't on the list was doing a black and white journal. Now, it's not that I'm particularly fond of black and white, because in reality I'm not. But I thought that would be fun to use some black and white prints of things, you know, black and white fabric on the cover and on the inside. Just some fun elements, and just for the most part black and white, and then maybe just add little touches of little pops of color here and there unexpectedly. I have no idea which side is up and which side is down. Oh well, I don't think anybody else will notice either. I think I'm going to put this here and put this here. I'm just gonna leave it at that. Although maybe I should I'm gonna open it from this side. I do need to cut this side open. Let me glue this side together first. I don't need two separate pieces. Now, I've said in other videos that I really do enjoy making these videos. Some days it goes easier for me. I'm just, you know, things just come to me easier. But I think that's the way it is with everybody. I'm not trying to be hard on myself or anything. I think it's just the nature of the beast, sort of. And, but I really am enjoying it. I'm learning new things. I'm not only about the junk journaling process, but also things about myself. And as far as I am concerned, that is not a bad thing. Uh-oh, what did I just do here? I just glued this together and then tore it apart. What is wrong with me? Get it together. That was really silly. Silly, silly, silly. All right, but again, you know, it's paper, it's fixable. It just takes extra time when you have to go back and do things a second time. That's what I don't like. All right, what do I have that I can put down the front of this? This is, again, I'm so far off camera you can't even see what I'm doing. I did pull out some lacy bits, I think I said that already, and but I also don't want to put a lot of lace in this journal because I just don't think it goes. It's just my opinion. But I do like this burlap stuff. I've used it in other journals. Not necessarily this particular piece, but okay, so I'm gonna glue this down there. That'll help to strengthen this edge a great deal. I don't want this, I want this. And then we'll decorate the top of it and find a place to put it. How does that sound? Move on, Maggie, move on. See, if I were not making a video, I was just sitting here all by myself, I wouldn't be saying a word to anybody except my dogs maybe, and that primarily would probably be quiet, stop barking. But my little barker is downstairs right now. I'll have him come back up as soon as I'm done because I cannot rely on him whether he's going to bark or not bark. So I hate yelling at him all the time. It doesn't do any good anyway. So I'm going to put that like this. Maybe up a little bit more. I don't know if I'm going to put this clock. It's just, watch me put this on completely upside down. If I do, I'm so sorry. But I really can't tell which way is up and which way is down. So I'm just gonna put it down and let it go where it falls. I hope that's okie dokie. I really can't tell. I hate that. Okay, so this is gonna go right here like this. I'm gonna use Fabri-Tac for put these down because this is that like that acetate or whatever, and then on this burlap. that just doesn't go very well. Maybe I need something different. Oh, Library Vault 19. Sakes. I'm going to put this right down here. May not be the best place for it, but buddy, it's where you are going. So be happy and do right by me. All right? It's pretty bad when you start talking to your papers. Pretty bad. And drat it. Oh, I put this upside down. Can I save it? Oh, please. I think I can. What in the world was I thinking? Oh, oh dear, you know, sometimes all you can do is laugh. All that you can do is laugh. That's all you can do. I think this can be fixed. Yeah, I think it can be. I'm pretty sure that all is not lost. I'm not paying attention to what I'm doing. I need to be concentrating on what I'm doing, then I can't talk, and when I'm sitting here trying to concentrate and think of something to say. Not good. That's not good, Maggie. Not good at all. Now there are some remnants here of that on the acetate, but I think it's just going to peel right off. And then this will cover where that clock came off from down there. So let me get this put together here. Alright, well this is going to be another video much longer than I anticipated. And I'm not accomplishing anything. I'm not accomplishing what I set out to do. Well, anyway, the pockets are just about all done. This is was an extra little thing I thought of that I wanted to do. So there's just 2 or 3 pockets that I need to find the placement for. They do not require a lot of decoration just because of the nature of the paper or the nature of the piece. So that's good. Alright, alrighty, so I'm going to glue this down here together. Alright. So this will go in on a page. I am going to make a tag out of this book page if I've got it. Well, I can always tear another piece. It's not a problem. ink around. I should have inked around everything, but I didn't. Which is, again, is not the end of the world. Well, that is like maybe put a little something down there. It's kind of, I don't know if you can see it, but oh, maybe this will, no, I need to repair that somehow, but I think I can do it. So, how long have we been on here? Too long. So let's just quickly make it. I want to cover my Fabri-Tac up. Let's quickly try and make a tag out of this paper. It shouldn't be too difficult, should it? Just from the way this book is done, I'm just afraid I'm not going to get a piece wide enough. Because our journal certainly isn't about planting. Oh, excuse me. Let me just get a drink real quick. Okay, so I want this tag to be about about 4 inches, or 3.5 inches wide maybe, and we'll see how much I've got left up there. So what I'm going to do with this is cut out a tag shape, and then I'm going to back it onto something, because while it's a nice little weight paper, it's not really sturdy enough to be a tag, I don't think. I'm sure there are those who would disagree with me, which is fine. I don't mind being disagreed with. You know, I used to be, in my younger days, I did used to be somewhat of an arguer. I just had to have it. I had to get my point across, and be right, you know. And so I could be very argumentative of just about anything, but especially if it's something that I felt strongly about. I'm going to make this 7 inches. Okay. So we got 7 by 3, which is a good height and a good width. And I think will fit in this tuck spot just more than fine. Yeah. So what am I going to back it with? I have all of these pages. Now this is cardstock, and it is very lightweight cardstock, but it's cardstock. And these were things I printed too many pages of. Oh, this will work. So it doesn't matter which side goes where. There are some days when I love my glue sticks, and there's other days when we don't get along so well. The one day when I was working, Monday, when I made my video for, I think it might have been actually Sunday or Saturday, even when I made my Franken paper video, it was very, very warm in my room, and the glue stick just was not behaving. It was just like this, big chunks, and but was very mushy, very, very mushy, and difficult to do anything with. And so I wasn't happy with it that day. It was making more of a mess than it was anything else. Look at this mess. Time to clean off my mat again. We will be doing that today. Alright, this still is not real stiff, but it's okay. I'm not going to worry about it too much. If I feel I need to, I can put another piece of cardstock on it. This might have actually been my 32-pound copy paper that I used for printing my, all my journal pages. I love that paper. I really do. It is a little bit more expensive, but I get it on Amazon. I think it's the Hammerhill brand, and you get a ream for like $17 maybe, I want to say. Alright, so I'm not going to decorate this on camera. I am just going to cut this in a tag shape. And I probably will put an eyelid in it and put something pretty on the top. But this will go on a page like this. And let's see where we might want to put it if we can find a place. Anyway, I think the journal is coming along okay. I hope y'all like it. And I don't have a place decided, that I decided on. Sometimes I like to put things in the back because I think, anyway, and I could be totally wrong, I think there's something about it that just helps it to lie down better. So there's going to be a pocket there. There's a pocket there. I don't typically like to put just one pocket on back of the other. And I've designated this as writing space, so I'd like to keep it that way if possible. Well, little guy, I didn't make you for nothing. You are going in this journal, trust me. I will find a place for you. Well, I typically don't like to put things, I need this to go like this. I can't go like that. I don't want to use the music page. It is old and could become fragile. Well, maybe I'll take this out and put this in. Put this in here. I think that's what I'll do. So we'll decorate this. I'll decorate this off camera and put it in. This journal is not going to be real gatory mouth. I have a lot of tags cut out. Not a lot, but I think I may need to cut some more. But I'll start getting these taken care of and get them in. Took me a whole hour. Oh, I'm so sorry to do that. Oh, I'm very, very sorry. All right. Well, again, thanks for stopping by to see me, and you have a good rest of your day. Whatever you're doing today, enjoy your day. Take care of yourself, take care of your family, and be blessed. Bye-bye. See you in the next one.